The two games last year that Virginia Tech and Clemson had weren't just losses for the Hokies. They weren't even close. Tech was outscored 61-13 by the Tigers and were held to just one touchdown in those games. Today, the rematch of the ACC title game in Clemson's backyard. To Death Valley, where the Tigers had won 10 straight. Hokies were trying to stamp a 3-game losing streak on the road. First quarter, no score. Logan Thomas to Corey Fuller over the middle for the 29-yard touchdown. The Hokies on their first drive would have a 7-0 lead. The lead didn't last long. Second quarter, Hokies down 10-7. Thomas this time will throw it high and into the hands of Jonathan Meeks. Meeks for Clemson is going to take it back the other way for the long touchdown. Thomas went 15 of 28 for 207 yards and 2 interceptions. Clemson has a 17-7 lead to the third quarter, 24-10 Clemson. Taj Boyd to DeAndre Hopkins. Beautiful touch on this pass for the 37-yard touchdown. Boyd threw for 161 yards and that one touchdown. Clemson rolls past Virginia Tech 38-17. 3 straight losses by the Hokies to the Tigers. Meanwhile, in Charlottesville, UVA was trying to snap a 5-game losing streak as they hosted Wake Forest. Second quarter, Wake up 7-0. Philip Sims hits Tim Smith over the middle, and he will score from 13 yards out. Cavaliers and Demon Deacons tied at 7. Later in the second, Wake Forest's Tanner Price. This touch pass over the middle to its tight end, Brandon Terry. A 41-yard gain would lead to a Chad Hellenew field goal, 10-7 Wake at the break. Fourth quarter, Wake up 16-10. They would have to punt, and this was the theme for the Cavs in the second half. Khalik Shepard muffs the punt. Wake would recover. 3 more turnovers for the Cavs, who fell 16-10. That's 6 straight losses for UVA. To the CAA now, where Richmond has had some close calls against ranked teams this season. An 8-point loss to Old Dominion, who were ranked 4th, and a 4-point loss at New Hampshire, ranked in the top 13. Today, the Spiders welcome second-ranked James Madison, who brought a familiar face back. The Spiders playing just their 3rd home game this afternoon, with former head coach Latrell Scott returning to Robins Stadium, this time as an assistant with the Dukes, and quarterback Michael Strauss making his first career start. He got things going in the second quarter, finding Stephen Barnett over the middle for a 6-yard touchdown. Spiders up 15-10. Third quarter, 22-10 Richmond. This is Strauss again, off of the deflection, right into the hands of tight end Kevin Finney, his 3rd touchdown catch of the day. 28-10 Richmond at that point. But JMU would make a run behind the feet of Daquan Scott. 43-yard run would lead to his own 1-yard touchdown. It was 28-16 Richmond at that point. Fourth quarter, Kendall Gaskins will run right into your living room. A 40-yard gallop. He would rush for 106 yards on the afternoon. Richmond led 35-16 at that point. JMU again would rally behind former Matoaka standout Michael Birdsong with the pump fake, and then would hit DeAndre Smith for the 39-yard touchdown. JMU cut Richmond's lead to 35-29. They would have one more opportunity to possibly win it, but Birdsong's pass in the end zone would get knocked down. Richmond knocks off the second-ranked team in 1AA, 35-29.
I don't think people that follow us from a distance really even acknowledge us here this year. We were 0-8 in conference play last year. I mean, end of conversation. I don't know. I think there's going to start to be a little more of a reality that I got a good football team.
I thought defensively we were totally atrocious. We didn't rush the pass. We never did play a lick of defense the whole game. We just never did play. We had some kids play their worst defensive games of their careers.
To the CIAA, as Virginia Union hosted Bowie State over at Hovey Field. Pick it up in the second quarter. Virginia Union on the move, and they will give it to Terrence Malone. Malone will make some men miss, break a couple of tackles, will take it 23 yards down to the Bowie State 15-yard line. 3 plays later, Malone will finish off the drive. He'll score from 3 yards out. Panthers led 21-13 at that point. Next Bowie drive, Union would again score. This time Patrick Grant will pick off the pass and will take it 36 yards the other way for Virginia Union, who led 30-13 at that point. They will go on to beat Bowie 37-13 to improve their mark to 4-4 on the year. To the ODAC, where Randolph Macon celebrated homecoming today, taking on Guilford. Pick it up in the second quarter. Randolph Macon's Zach Nacarado hits Terry Clark for the touchdown, 19 yards out, tying the game up at 7. Then Randolph Macon's defense would come through. B. Harrison will recover the fumble, and Harrison's got reservations for 6 the other way. 91-yard fumble recovery Randolph-Macon led 14-7 at that point, but would lose the lead as Guilford scored 10 points in the fourth quarter to win it 38-35.